Good morning, Dave Snyder here. It's the August the 27th, 2013. Okay, so my last video I uploaded was I was showing you this circular pattern here in Asia, Siberia, whatever, Russia. Okay, and I told you I'd look and see, I'd try to find what fit there. So first I put up Mare Oriental, and it fits there pretty good. I mean, it's a possibility, but then I put up the South Pole of the moon, and that is right here. This is overlaid in the Pacific, as you can see, because I can't do an overlay at the pole, up high towards the pole, because it squeezes the picture, as I've explained many times. Okay, so I did the overlay. Here's the north or the south pole of the moon right here. And just see these two craters right here. Take a look at the weather right there. Can you see that? See how those line up pretty well, and you can also see this where this stretches out this way. You can see the same line coming out that way, just like angle right here. Okay, so those are there pretty much, and you can see how this kind of curves up around, like the weather does there, right? Possible, it's a possibility. I mean, you can see how this whips around. You see this part right here, and it doesn't close. You can see the same thing there. See that? That right there is possibly this here. I mean, I'm not saying I got it perfectly aligned or anything, or it could be that right there. You can see something right there as well, right where that crater is, that little one. Okay, so you see that fits pretty good, and you can even see this little patch here. Let me fade it slow so you can see that square. That's right there. See that? Okay, and you got to understand this picture is probably leaving some stuff out. I'm sure it is. But anyways, up here is Schrodinger, right? You see Schrodinger up there by Greenland. See Greenland's up here? Okay. You see Schrodinger right there by Greenland. And I've showed that before, hitting right there by Greenland. That creates that curve in Greenland. So what I did is to confirm that, this picture of the weather behind here I saved last night. Okay, well, to confirm that Schrodinger basically hits this area near Greenland, I took Greenland and I put it over here. Fade this out real quick. I took Greenland. This is just from a few minutes ago. This is Greenland. The curve of where Greenland is right there, that curve, and there's Iceland. Okay, and you see the weather pattern right there. Look at the weather pattern right here. Nice curve. And I'm not saying this weather pattern is in the exact place where it hit, because sometimes the weather's off to the side a little bit. But I took Schrodinger and I put it up there real quick, and here we go. I lined it up to that edge of that cloud, and you can see how it comes around and then kind of kicks out right here. Watch. Stops right there, and this is facing the same direction with this opening. See how this got this inside pattern here with this opening right here? That's the same way it is over here. See how that is right here? And you can see in Greenland it's facing the right direction. Hold on. Okay, see how it's facing the right direction? It's open. The opening is facing this way, okay, like it should be. So there it is, facing. The opening is facing that way. Just like it should be. And I mean, that curve just happened to be there. It just happened to be there. Like I didn't even need it to be there. I just wanted to show that it creates that curve right there in Greenland. Schrodinger does. Because I've put it there before. I know it goes there. Definitely goes there. So that just shows. I did this for basically a little bit of confirmation, to show that I'm on the right track here with the south pole of the moon being the part of the moon that hit this area. But it's not for sure, because it hits the different sides of the moon have hit the same place on Earth. That it leaves a different print on the moon, but a couple other areas would probably fit here, because they've hit the same area of the Earth before, I do believe. So there you go. Let me show you that one again. Look at those two craters down there. You see this right in here? See this area here? Watch. But those two craters, I mean, you could take just those two craters and put them over that area of the Earth, and I'm sure that they will fit right there on the Earth, those two craters. You can see them in the weather. Pretty nice. I know most people think it's crazy, but you know what? I've seen so many things do that, and confirm. I have to confirm it myself. I mean, I'm not going to just because that fits there, say for sure that it fits there. But something hits there. Something hits the Earth there. Right there, where you see that circular pattern. Something hits there, and it's the moon. It has to be the moon. I mean, the patterns always fit. And like I said, I've seen Schrodinger up there by Greenland many times. I've put it there. I probably made a video about it. I'm sure I have a video up that shows that. Long time ago, I showed that Schrodinger hits in this location right here next to Greenland. When I brought it up there, there you go. See the curve in the weather and everything right in place. Just right in place. I'm not saying it's all to scale or right size or anything. I'm just trying to show you that it definitely fits there. It definitely has a pattern that repeats itself. It's all over the Earth. I know it's tough to believe that the moon could ever hit the Earth, but the prints are everywhere, people. I mean, just so many places. And then another thing I want to point out again is all of these, like the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau, like I pointed out before, had to be created in the same place as other areas of the Earth because they are exactly the same shape. Let me just show you one more time. I'm going to save this image of Tibetan Plateau, China, whatever, the Himalayas. There. Okay, so bring that down to Australia, where I already have Japan right here. As you can see, Japan. I have Japan right here over. I don't know where that one is either. I'm gonna have to take that off there somewhere. Back way up here. I gotta show you. It's not too far. Here we go. Japan over Australia, and as you can see, it has that same. See how it comes around? Up, it comes around like this, and then back around this way. You can see Japan, the shape of Japan, right there in Australia. And right in the center of the sea, Japan, it looks like there used to be a volcano there. And right here, you can see this is like the center of the volcano, of that where the sea Japan is. It's the same thing. I got better alignments of it actually, but it's the same thing. So I'll take that away. Put China up there. Showed this many times, but I think it's important to know these things. I mean, I don't ever see this in documentaries. They don't ever point this out, so I'm just trying to point out some things that I've learned doing these overlays. They're basically undeniable. You can't deny that they were definitely created in the same place or shaped by the same thing hitting the Earth. There's no denying it. I mean, there's no way you get that same curve. See that? See that shape, people? See that? There's no way you get the same thing, same shape. Look at that. I'm not saying I got it perfect yet, but let me try to get a little bit better here. I know you can see what I'm talking about. You can even see this area right here. See this area right here? You can see that right here in Australia. See that? This whole area here. They match. And you can also see like the shape of this desert here. I think it's right here though. Right here. See right here? I got to adjust a little bit. see this right, all this in here fit. It just fits, you know, it just does. See this curve right here? That same curve is in Australia. But you see the Himalayas are definitely the same curve. And you can also find the same thing in North America. Over in the United States, you can see the same thing over here. Same curve. Right here and right here. Japan, you can put Japan right over this area too, and it'll fit. I think you got to turn it upside down, but it'll fit right here perfectly. And I put it there before, so I'm just trying to show you that areas of the Earth were created in the same place or by the same thing hitting the Earth. That's basically what you could learn from this, I guess. And I could take Australia. I've done it before. I've taken Australia and I put it up there with where China is, the Himalayas, right? I've taken Australia and I put it up here and put it right here in the spot, and you can see the weather fit Australia right here. I mean, Australia, there's weather that fits Australia all the way from up here, all the way as you go all the way down to where it is today. You'll see, like the other day I saw weather. There was weather right here in this area right here that showed Australia. I could see the shape of Australia, so I put it up there and it fit just beautifully. And you can do the same thing up here. Australia will fit up here where the Himalayas are. You can put Australia right here, and the weather will fit Australia just perfect. See, here's the coast right there of Australia right there, and that weather will fit. You see that big round spot right there? See that big round area right there? Check it out when we go to Australia. Watch. Let me show you. That big round area right there, it's right there. Look. Hold on. Right here. See that spot right there? There's like used to be a volcano or something right in that spot right there, that big round area. See right there? Okay, that's where I believe that round area in the weather. See how it curves around, and you got that big round spot in the weather up there in China right there. See that? That's, I do believe, it's more of an oval shape. I do believe that's the same thing as right there in Australia. Same. So the weather shows all kinds of stuff. I mean, it shows you where the continents used to be, all kinds of things. One time I had the weather. There was two big circular patterns right here, off the coast of North America. I mean, two big rings right here joined together. I took Asia, all of Asia, right here, this whole area, and I put it there over those two circles in the weather, and it just fit so perfectly. It was unbelievable. I mean, I'm sure I have a video up about that still somewhere. Right there, and right there you see those two circular patterns right there overlapping each other. It did the same thing in the weather right there, so I decided to put that there, and sure enough, the weather fit those. It just fit right in there. So the weather shows all kinds of things, like I showed before right here. This right here will fit in Africa. The weather right here, you can take this weather here and save it and bring it up to Africa, and it will fit in the Sahara Desert, like Africa used to be right here, or something down by Antarctica. Just fits there. So the weather shows a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Shows North America used to be. I mean, you can see the shape of North America up here. I've showed that before. So, think it's crazy. I hope you do. I hope you think it's crazy, because I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I think the less people know, the better. But I don't know. I just keep it out there in case for people that do want to know. I want the information to be available, because when I looked, there was no information whatsoever available to even start me off. So I gotta go. My alarm's going off. All right. Have a good day.